I'll tell you something really interesting about mindset. There's a book called The True Believer by a guy called Eric Hoffer, who's some sort of psychologist or whatever back in the 40s or 50s, philosopher. And the very famous quote, Bob Proctor used to say, quote this a lot, he used to say, "In times of change, the learners shall inherit the earth, whilst the learned will find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists." If you break that down, what it means is people who embrace change, who will learn, the learners, will inherit the earth, because everything moves forward, which either create or disintegrate. You're either going forwards or you're going backwards. There's no such thing as standing still. The people who are closed to change and are the ones who are going to say stuff like, oh, why can't things just stay the same? It'd be great if it did sometimes, wouldn't it? But that's just not the way things are. So that is a really, really key phrase to me. And I remember it was back in around about 99 or 2000, you remember the dot-com boom? And John Humphreys, who was a particularly sort of aggressive interviewer on Radio 4, he had a guy on there who was the chairman of a public company that had been in the FTSE 100 forever, so very entitled, old school city boy. And they'd just been knocked off the FTSE 100 by a dot-com that hadn't made a quid. But the share value was there, so they took their place. And John asked him how he felt about it, and naturally he was probably pretty about it. But that's a really, really good example of the learners, that's the new kids on the block, the dot-com guys, inheriting the earth, and the old school guys finding themselves just beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists. That quote says it perfectly for me.